Unmasking for truth. Betrayal of trust.
Interesting. That is an interesting theory, everyone. Yes, indeed. But I suggest you have evidence to back it up. I don't appreciate any false allegations against my honest work. I dedicate the craft to the killing games. So I suggest that you have proof, you give it to me immediately. Or produce it as we speak in this trial room, if you believe that Heidi and Mittens, or one of the two, or whatever, faked their deaths. False allegations with no proof or no words to leave up to it will lead to execution, of course.
Isn't that a bit harsh? Like, it's just a theory, man. Just take it easy. We all make mistakes now and again.
Don't doubt your reasonings, but it makes the most sense at the time right now. When you think about it, there was the power outages here and there in the school, right?
See, look, I don't doubt that you're a pretty fair host and all that, but you have to admit things are a bit weird. Like, with this case, it looks like you were setting it up for 9 people, not 8. So we're just being real with you. Like, when you were looking at the footage, that can be our answer. Like, when you saw them get crushed, did you see it directly or indirectly with the power outages during the cameras?
I also agree. It makes the most sense. So, Mano, please don't take this as disrespect. Oh, Mano, what did you see? Did you see them directly, or did you just see the shadow and just assume they were crushed?
I see that, but why would they want to break protocol to share that information of what I saw on cams? It's pretty straightforward. What would that do?
Forgive me when I say this. It keeps the integrity of the trial, Mano. Unless you want to be known for cheating. I'm pretty sure your bosses wouldn't like that, right? Exactly. We deserve a fair trial, Mano. So you will answer as a witness in the statement. What did you see on the cams? Did you see them crushed? Or did you see the silhouette of something being crushed?
Fine. I didn't see them completely. It went dark for a minute on my end in cams. I saw a silhouette. There. Now, continue this trial.
Now what? Now that we know that Squid's illusion theory is legit, where do we go from here?
I actually got a couple suggestions. Hear me out. Whoa, not so fast. What is it, Chuck? Do you feel like, that my ideas should be heard first? Since I believe you two are the most suspicious. But between the two, I have to put my buddy Samson in hot water. What? Why me? Come on, man. It's pretty obvious. How were you on the 3rd floor?
I have to agree. How did you sneak up there with them on the 3rd floor? James would have seen you. Not only that, if he did have access up there, he could be also involved with Mano. Uh-huh. Makes sense to me. We possibly have our killer and person responsible for bringing us into this awful place. I feel like we're jumping ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to the whole Heidi and the ends fake their death theory, because I feel like if we go too further, we won't understand it. We're so close to the truth.
Faster if you actually tried to break the rules and fight for us.
I can't, and you know why.
Yeah, whatever, coward. Okay, fine, I'll play along. I'm innocent regardless. So, I actually brought another piece of evidence that also incriminates Maddie, Heidi, and Mittens. It felt like some type of plan. It wasn't even intentional. I left my e-handbook in the washroom, and it was somehow recording for some reason.
You heard us?
Every last word, and it's very interesting. I was planning on trying to talk to y'all first, but then the murder occurred. I wanted it just to be us 4.
Please, Samson, don't play it.
What got you so nervous?
It's pretty suspicious, you know. Are you sure you're not the killer? Just accept defeat and give us a confession. It's starting to get interesting. I still don't think she's the killer now, but whatever's on there, she doesn't want us to know. Especially with what we've been hearing and how she may potentially be involved with this faking of the deaths, which could lead to her execution, and she's trying to save herself. I beg you, don't play it.
Are you sure you're not the killer? Because you have some very highly important information you almost left out. Well, you see, man, I had to keep all my cards to my chest. I'm not going down without a fight. Plus, this extra evidence was just in case the finger was pointed at me, and it was, and who knows, maybe this will lead us towards who the actual killer is.
Get my finger on it, but something doesn't feel right. It's highly convenient. Could Samson be the killer?
Okay. Let's just hear this footage or whatever, because I'm highly convinced now that Samson's the killer, but to be on the safe side, let's hear this big, important evidence that he mysteriously has.
Yes, like, it's a bit convenient of this. Like, are we even sure that we want to listen to it? It could be fake or altered.
Mario and everyone else, I will ease your minds. There's no way to alter any e-handbook recordings or videos. It's a feature that them put into the system of them. Oh, slip a tongue there. Now then, could carry on. Oh, and you have 11 minutes to come up with a verdict.
Now then, let's figure out what happened, shall we? Heidi?
Oh, hi, darling. How are you, Mittens?
I'm good. Why are you upset?
Oh, darling, I don't know if I can tell you this, but me and Maddie have a plan to get out of here. Are you down? Do you trust me?
Of course, anything to get out of here. Okay, what's the plan? Well,
darling, my head's a bit hazy with making those potions and herb stuff, so I've been teaching Maddie all I can, and she's perfected the illusion potion.
Okay, and what do you want to do?
Well, we're planning a talent show.
A talent show?
I'm going to fake my death.
What? Is it gonna hurt? Please don't.
No, it will be fine, Mittens.
Good. Don't do anything stupid.
Obviously, I'll be going first. I need you the one to interact with my fake illusion body. It's a quick swap process. They won't even notice it.
Okay, and just like that, ladies and gents, we caught our killer. Jeez, are you kidding me, Maddie?
It's not like that, Chuck. Okay, then what is it like, Maddie?
Yeah, explain it to us. Yeah, Maddie.
Maddie, why would you do this? Oh, Maddie, why? Guys, I was still struggling with that spell. I don't know what Heidi was talking about. Yes, there was a plan, but I wasn't really progressing.
Okay, so you're telling me that Heidi hijacked her own spell that she taught you. She made it so that once the illusion hit, she swapped it with the real one. And as she got scot-free away from the scene, we would think that she was dead.
That wasn't supposed to be the plan. The plan was to fake Heidi would fake her death with her illusions that she taught me. And then I don't know what went wrong. Well, it went terribly wrong. because someone hijacked your spell, or there wasn't even a spell to begin with.
Precisely. And that's why I believe that either Maddie or Heidi, but I'm highly in my reasons that Maddie's the killer. And she's put Heidi somewhere. We have it, y'all. Boom. We got our culprit. Mono, let's start the votes. What? Wait a minute. Y'all, did y'all hear that? I heard a sneeze.
Yes, it's coming from here. Hey, Mono, did you ever get a chance to make the Heidi death portrait?
Honestly, I was trying to analyze the video multiple times till I made the conclusion. Honestly, no. And it just show.
I hate cheaters. That's what I thought. Samson, how do you undo an illusion?
Just tap it once.
Okie dokie. Let's do this. Hey, Heidi, or Mittens, whoever it is. The charade is over. We know you're here. Now come on out. Darlings, what happened? Is Mittens all right? No. What happened? I tried to save her, then I got hit as well. Darlings, my head still hurts, so what happened? Is she alive? Is that portrait just for her to be in her place in the infirmary? Please tell me she's not dead.
That means Heidi is truly or innocent, right? She doesn't know what's going on. Because that would mean
that only Mittens died. And once again, it's down to those a part of a showcase. Obviously, Mittens was an accomplice of somehow, but she got taken out. And from what Heidi experienced, this means Heidi truly saw the body first. I have to agree. So, where do you go from this? Does this mean our killer is someone completely different? Or is our killer Maddie? We have been over this multiple times. I'm innocent. I'm not the killer here. She is. And I'm gonna prove it. I swear it on Mittens' good name. I will not lie or joke. And I'm very innocent. I thought I was dreaming after I got conked on the head and somehow ended up in a trial room. And I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was dreaming and having a nightmare. Turns out it was reality. And she's gone. But let me show you my story. Mittens talked me out of it. I was putting my potions away. And as she was leaving, someone else came in and hit me on the back of the head. And boom, I was in this room. I couldn't talk or couldn't move until now. I was begging and pleading. I didn't see who knocked me out. I assumed it was Maddie, because she wanted to go through with this plan. But Mittens truly talked me out of it. And when I saw that the stage light was going down, I had to go in the action, because Mittens for some reason thought the plan was still going. And this was a part of the routine. I just don't know what happened. Liar. Liar.
Miss
Liar.
Maddie, put yourself together. Get a hold of yourself. This is supposed to be a debate, a trial. Please show some class and some respect. If you want a rebuttal, please do, but in a professional manner. Life and death is on the line, and if you really want to plead your case, I suggest you start mentioning facts. And on that note, possibly how this vote should go after I check the footage. I'll be back.
I had to adjust some things and see what the video truly says. And on other news, we possibly may have 2 executions. I hope you had to come up with another good for final statements on why I shouldn't. Carry on with the trial. 6 minutes left on the clock.
He's right, We don't have a reason to doubt her. Plus, we can see the head bruise on her head. She clearly was knocked out. You better have a good explanation. Otherwise, we'll convict you as the killer.
Once again, I'm innocent. I don't know how to say it, but Mittens is alive. I know she is. That's hard to believe, especially from what we've seen and heard. You have to do a lot better than that, Matty, for us to not vote for you. What will you do? You got caught in a red-handed and you're in a corner. And when I heard me being a traitor, that's preposterous. The only reason I was in the basement was because I made a deal with James to retrieve something for him. I was hoping he would let us go. I didn't think he would bring me into your schemes of things, Maddie, and slander me and Mittens.
Not to mention, you have been acting a bit desperate in this trial. And last trial, you were calm. You were trying to make us come to a decision without hearing all the facts. Was it because you knew your spell was gonna wear off?
I had to agree. With that statement in mind, we need more than just, it wasn't me, you're a liar. We need true evidence. I guess things ain't going well for you.
Exactly. So, what will it be? Will you surrender? Or will you give us something more solid to plead your case into why we shouldn't vote for you?
I got something. I have something solid. The motive. What was the motive? We've been over this.
Yeah, the motive was the photos. They literally made us act different emotions, depending on the photo we got.
And at the talent show, wasn't it strange that Heidi wasn't anxious? Or that I wasn't completely angry? I'll give you that. Yeah, that's something. So you're suggesting that that Mittens died in the dorm room, and then Heidi was fighting with an illusion that ensnared her into her death portrait self, and the 2 dead bodies that we seen were illusions. So we never seen Mittens' dead body. Exactly, that's what I've been trying to say up until now. That nobody is dead, and when Mono checks the footage, Mittens will be alive. Somewhere, I don't know where Heidi put her. That's a nice theory, darling, but do you have any solid evidence to back it up? Otherwise, it's just speculation at this point, and you're just grasping at straws and trying to hide the guilt of what you did to me and Mittens in our dorm room.
I gotta agree with Heidi. It makes the most sense. Okay, I buy it. But if he comes back and there's no Mittens, or he finds the body, then you're the culprit and you'll surrender, correct? Or give us something solid to back up these claims. It's just words and meaningless trying to save yourself after what's clearly, you see the evidence on Heidi that she was attacked. She doesn't remember anything except for being crushed by the illusionary stage light.
So, what are you saying? Can you back it up?
I agree with Grumpy, but not only that, we have evidence of Mittens and Heidi talking, and Heidi can attest to this, right?
Yes, darling, everything we talked about was true about the plan, but she talked me out of it later.
Exactly. Now then, if you can produce us with some solid proof, then that would convince us not to vote for you. But until then, literally, I'm pretty sure we got 4 to 5 minutes left, so you better make it good. Plus, you gotta make a statement for your life after this trial is said and done, whether we vote right or wrong.
We're waiting.
Look on her face. She knows she's been caught, and she almost got away with it too, had literally Heidi not started sneezing and her lousy rookie spell didn't wear off.
You see, no, we can't discuss that. There's, tisk. Not able to defend yourself, eh? Told you, darlings, she's responsible for almost killing me or thinking I died. And I was dead. I was scared for when I was trapped in that picture form. Not only that, I lost a good friend. Come on, think. There has to be something I can use. What have we talked about or haven't talked about that I can use so they don't vote for me? I know that I'm innocent. We're gonna die, and it all relies on my next answer. I believe in you. Maggie, go sit back down. No. Oh, I believe in you. Say what you gotta say. I really don't want to vote for you, but I'm trying to fight for you. But please, break the rules or something. Give us something solid to talk about. Just might have something. This may work. Add it. You got it. Mickey, it's obviously pointless at this point. She knows what she's did. And it's not looking too good for her either way. Even if she is innocent, she still has to find a good reason to why Mono shouldn't execute her for revealing her status.
Well then, ladies and gents, I looked at the footage and I found some things interesting. I'll give an extra 12 minutes or so to the clock because this changes everything. Please join the others. Of course. Hey everyone.
What?
What?
And just like that, Mittens was there, alive.
Need any help? I'm fine. Well, please carry on. Of course, Mr. Mono James. So polite. Well then, you may continue.
She's alive. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Oh, this means she is innocent. Well, IB, that proves it. She's innocent.
Darling, Mittens, you're alive. Thank goodness.
Yeah, I am alive. No thanks to you. No, get off me. Maddie is innocent. Heidi tried to guilt me.
What? No. It's not possible. Would she? She would.
What is wrong with you?
Can't be serious, Heidi. You would seriously do this.
Why else would she try and teach Maddie that spell? She probably is the one that took Samson's e-handbook.
So, guys, don't be mad, but
Guess more secret evidence. Am I right?
not really. It was only between the production and the performers in the show. Actually, this photo that Mittens picked up during rehearsal. So her intent to kill wasn't her own. Oh, darlings, why is everyone so tense all of a sudden?
I'm obviously not the killer. I was badly injured.
Yeah, when I was trying to defend you off.
I think you have the story
I
mixed
hate
up.
to be that one, but we only got only 5 minutes before we truly gotta cast a vote.
Couldn't agree more, Mr. Mouse. But now, let's wrap this up, shall we? We'll go into final statements. And since I'm feeling generous, 5 of you will get to have a final word. For 2 of them will be Heidi and Miss Maddie Mattel. I hope I get a good reason from you. Otherwise, you know. Well then, before those 2, I'll let them go last. Who wants to start first?
I actually want to.
Well then, Miss Squid, you have the floor.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, it is pretty clear that Miss Mittens is in distress and Miss Heidi is in distress. With everything that we've heard so far, it is obvious that Miss Mattel, I'm innocent, that she caused greater harm and conspiracy but didn't go her way. She has refused to answer any testimony but has stated interesting solid points. When you vote, vote for the person who is suspicious enough to be the killer, which is Maddie Mattel. Thank you.
That was lovely, Miss Squid. Now then, would anyone else like to share?
If I must, darling, Mr. Mono, may I do my testimony?
Of course.
Thank you. I need a moment.
It's okay, take your time.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury,
As you may know, me and Miss Mittens were missing for most of the trial, but that wasn't because of our own choice. It was because of Miss Mattel. A plan that I came up with that I later refused to go with. To fake a death so that we can find a way to escape. And after Mittens talked me out of it, Matthew refused and attacked us and hijacked my spells and used them against me. She is guilty. Vote her or otherwise we'll all pay the price. Thank you.
that was lovely, Miss Heidi. Would anyone else like to go?
I have a testimony, Mr. Mono.
Well, I be. By all means, come into the middle.
Of course. Thank you. My fellow jury members, friends, acquaintances, we've been through so much in these last couple of days. And gladly, no one had to die, but sadly we must vote again. We all heard the facts. We heard the testimony of one of the victims, a lovely sentiment from Miss Squid. And when you vote, vote logically, not with your heart. Our lives are on the line. Keep that in mind. I honestly don't know what I'm doing, but we tried and hopefully it was enough. Thank you.
That was lovely. Please take a seat, Miss Rosie. Now then, would anyone else?
I honestly have nothing to say. I heard and I seen enough, and I think I made my decision with my vote. Same here. Let's just get to Maddie's testimony already and just call it a day and see if we're right or not.
And after all generous I was, looks like everyone has said what they needed to say. Now then, Miss Mattel, hold the floor and say your piece. And choose carefully what you say in this courtroom. I may hold you in contempt of breaking rules and execution. No pressure or anything. Proceed.
Hey, Miss Heidi, are you okay?
I'm fine, darling.
I hope we get justice. I feel you on that. She has probably nothing to say. Let's see. I guess I'll hear her out. Okay, you two, stop being rude. Let's hear what Matty's testimony is.
Are you alright? I'm fine. It's just a lot. I know. You poor thing. Once we convict Heidi, we're gonna let you rest, okay? That would be nice. Breathe. Breathe. Right. Now go out there and convince them. You're right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, as you all may know, I plead innocent in this case. The fears that you came up about me, about not able to speak on certain things, is correct. I don't have a choice. Technically, I didn't break protocol, Mr. Mono, so you can't use that against me. I feel like there's no point in the vote. Everyone's alive, but the person responsible for this mess sits right across from me, and with false tears. She may have some of you fooled, but she is the guilty party, and that's the only reason why Mono is angry. It's because I didn't break any rules, and he's trying to use a technicality against me. So when you vote, take into consideration what Mittens has said.
Well said, Miss Mattel. I guess I'll let you go. Curses the technicalities. Now then, everyone, please pull out your e-handbooks or mono tablets, whatever you want to call them, and kindly click on the person you think is responsible for the rule breaking of a false deaths in a killing game. It's a scandal not forgivable. I don't appreciate cheaters and trying to find loopholes in my system. Now then, will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
My fellow students, we're back here again for the second class trial of the murders of Heidi, the ultimate herbalist, and Mittens, the ultimate tracking specialist. You've all casted your votes,
and I will say, I'm kind of disappointed. Rule breakers ruining my trial and game altogether, and it really put a sour taste in my mouth. I'm not gonna pull up the fancy wheel or the screen or whatever. The vote was not completely unanimous. It was a tie. 5 votes for Maddie, and 5 votes for Heidi. And according to this, in the case of a tie, as long as the killer is part of the tie, you guys win. And I will say, you guys voted correctly. Congratulations. But now, I've decided. Heidi, I'll let you off the hook today. Maddie, I can't overlook stuff. So please say your goodbyes. No fancy screen saying game over. Let's just get this over with. I'm just mad that someone would do this to ruin the integrity of the game.
What? She was innocent? I was not expecting that. Heidi, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I voted to give you justice. Jeez, that is just plain messed up.
Why, darlings? Because I can. I wanted to get out so badly, even I would kill for it. Sadly, the little rookie's spell was supposed to kill Mittens, but it somehow transported her somewhere else. That wasn't my doing. Whoever you are, Maddie, or whatever your name is, it doesn't matter. You'll be long gone. And I win, I guess, in the end. It was nice of you to take my fake vulnerability to help me eliminate you. Shame. I wish I was a traitor. But alas, I'm not. Mono, can I go?
Yes, of course. Why not?
I cannot wait to take you all down one by one, darlings, because I don't plan on dying anytime soon. So, catch you later. Oh, and Maddie, say hi to Charcoals for me. Or Charlie, wasn't it? You. Yeah. I won't get away with it. Evil laugh, yada yada. I've heard that one before. Well, then, I wish I could stay to watch your execution, but I kind of don't want to. So, it ends like this for me. Well, you guys got what you wanted, didn't you? Rosie, thank you. Mittens, and those that voted to keep me. I appreciate it. There's nothing left for me to say now. Let's get this over with. I don't want to be here anymore. It's all over, just like that.
My. Aren't y'all cold-hearted? For half of you that voted incorrectly, she's paying for it. Now then, I prepared a very special execution for our technically kind of not but is rule breaker. Maddie Mattel, ultimate fashionista.
A bit generous.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
Yes, I'm being kind. Walk yourself through that door. I'll push the button to start your execution as soon as I finish talking with your classmates.
Of course. Thank you for this mercy. I appreciate it. Well then, bye everyone. This will be the last time I put my trust in people.
Now then, before we go into our Ultimate Fashionista execution, I have 2 gifts for you. Well, 3. The basement and 3rd floor is officially unlocked. Plus, we have 2 party crashers that will join the game.
Ow, man. Jeez, that hurt, man.
Oh my, ouch.
Are you guys alright? Yeah, let me help you guys up.
Where are we, man? And why are we in a courtroom? I say the same thing as well.
We'll explain later. Yeah, this is a lot.
I'm sorry you had to come through at such a bad time. For real, this is just awful. We're doing this again. Let's hope this is just the last time. I hope so as well. This will be the last time. I have a good feeling about this moving forward. We're gonna find a way out of here.
As much as I want to do this touching introduction friendship stuff, let's just get this over with. We all know what's going on. It's punishment time. Look at the screen or whatever.
And just like that, we voted wrong. Well, half of us. It's time for another showing of a 3rd brutal execution.